The Big Brother Naija Season 10 house is serving chaos, and the local war between Imisi and Faith yesterday had everyone talking. Tempers were flared, eggs broken. Let's unpack that in this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are going to talk about the problem between Imisi and Faith, because I've noticed a lot of content creators, they are very sentimental when analyzing these issues. I think they cover up their stand, that no matter what their stand do, they have a way of covering up for them. But for me, I don't think it should be like that. This is reality TV show. I can have someone I'm standing in the show, but I will still be fair when I want to analyze incidents that happened. So yesterday, Imisi and Faith had problem with locker, which led to Imisi's egg being broken. It was a bit heated though. But before we talk about that egg incident, the locker incident, let's first of all talk about the incidents that have happened before between them. We all know that these two people, they've had misunderstanding before, which is yet unresolved. Some people are saying they've already resolved it, but from the last time I viewed their situation, it wasn't resolved, because I remember that there was a time Imisi and Faith had misunderstanding about pots. You know, they threw a lot of abusive words on each other. So days after, Faith actually went to apologize to Imisi, but Imisi didn't really give him a listening ear. Faith said a lot of things. He apologized and he said a lot of words, but Imisi just decided to keep him silent. I don't know, maybe that is her own way of, showing anger or showing dissatisfaction. But after that fight, after that incident, when Imisi went to the diary session, she told Big Brother that she was going to deal with Faith, that she was going to show that since Faith called her a mad woman, that she was going to prove to Faith how a mad woman behaves. After that diary session, we noticed that Faith started stealing and hiding some of after that diary session with Big Brother, Imisi started stealing and hiding some of Faith's belongings, like his slippers and his booklet. There was one booklet he was supposed to use for wager, something like that. Imisi hid it. So their relationship has been going kind of, I won't call it back and forth, it has been going back, because we know that those two, they have been good friends before. From beginning of the show, they've been great friends. So that case is still unresolved, because why Faith came to apologize, Imisi didn't reply. Yesterday, Imisi carried her bag. Yesterday, Imisi's bag was on Faith's locker. So Faith came yesterday. He saw, because Faith and Imisi, they share locker. So Imisi's bag was in the section that their shared locker, but Imisi's bag was it has entered Faith's section of it. So Faith came and was like that Imisi should remove her bag. Imisi refused, and Imisi was like, what she said was she's going to remove it when she wants, kind of, maybe when she's ready, something like that. And that word is somehow provoking. Your thing is in my section of the drawer, the locker, and I'm telling you to remove it. That, see, your bag is in my section, and instead of you to just remove or push it aside, you are telling me that you remove it when you want. Like, it's kind of provoking. So I think that statement provoked Faith, and they started exchanging words, and before we know it, Faith grabbed the bag and forcefully dropped it on the ground, and without knowing that there was egg, whether in the bag or close to the bag, the egg fell and one of it broke. I entered online. A lot of people were saying that actually it wasn't Imisi that dropped the bag on top of Faith's locker, that it was Isabella that kept the bag there, and that the locker itself does not really belong to Faith, that the locker actually belonged to Kaikumi. It was when Kaikumi left, Isabella was the one using the locker initially. So I think it was Isabella that carried Imisi's bag and kept on top of the locker. And I'm hearing that when Kaikumi left, that Faith already started using the locker. Faith and Imisi, they share locker, so it is very likely that they have these gbos about space thing and space. So a lot of YouTubers, some are already blaming, why some are blaming Imisi, some are blaming Faith, and I feel that they are not being fair when judging this matter. I noticed that they always take side, when it looks like this person is your stan, they always have a way of cover or kind of covering up for them. Imisi is not my stan. She's not the one I'm standing. Who I'm standing is Faith. But when I want to analyze something that has to do with him, maybe a misunderstanding that has to do with him, I don't come and use that, oh, because I'm standing him down, I'll come and make the thing, even in he's wrong, I'll kind of cover it up. No, that is not how to do things. In this incident, Faith may be wrong in his own way, in his own way, but it doesn't mean that Imisi is not wrong. Sure, you get. So stand aside, I'm going to analyze this thing and say, for me, I felt the person who is wrong here is Imisi, because how can you put your thing in my section of the locker and I'm telling you in a very light tone, oh, remove your bag from here, your bag is in my section of the locker, and instead of you to just remove, okay, even if maybe she's busy at that point and she does not have that time to remove the bag, maybe because she was making up, there was how she would have said that thing politely that would have calmed Faith down, no matter his anger. At least you would have said something like, okay, oh, sorry, I will remove it when I'm done. I'm very sure if you say that to any normal human being, they won't go on and start telling you, oh, remove. It was because of how Imisi rudely replied Faith. I think that was why Faith did what he did, because who wouldn't have? He may have overreacted by dragging the bag, which led to one egg being broken. But it doesn't remove the fact that Imisi is wrong. And we already know that Imisi already said it in the diary session that she is going to spite Faith, that she will keep poking Faith. So for me, I don't know, I'm thinking that could be one of her ways of poking Faith, because, okay, let's assume that just like other people are saying that really it was Isabella that kept your bag on that place. When you came and saw the bag there, you know that, okay, you already have a kind of misunderstanding with this person that is yet unresolved. You guys, for now, you are not in talking terms. You saw the bag there, you know that no matter what, when you come and see this thing here, he's going to talk. Why not remove it initially? You came, you saw the bag there, you claim you are not the one that kept it, but it was there, you were using it, you didn't remove it. It's somehow provoking. So I don't know if this is a game for Imisi, or maybe kind of she's pushing through with the threat she made before in the diary session that she's going to deal with him, because when she and Faith had that altercation that they had the other time, she made a lot of threats, and I was even surprised that even she said some in the diary session. I was surprised that Big Brother did not caution her. The only thing Big Brother said was, before you do anything silly, go and read the rule book. We also saw her reading the rule book back to back, that she read the rule book up to like 3 times. But I'm thinking that some of those things that she have done to Faith, like, it's as if she's actually provoking this person to act. Like, for me, that is how I see it. Like, you are provoking this person to act. Do you get? Even that's their first problem, that's their first altercation that has to do with pots. It was still Imisi. From what I have observed, from what I've seen, there is nobody, even with the YouTuber, there's nobody that watches this show 24 hours, because come on, we have other things to do with our life. So most of us, we judge from the clips we see, from the little we've been able to, from the little clips we are able to catch up with. That's what we judge from. Sure, you get? So I think before we make some of this judgment, we should first of all make our finding, do research about it, go to the internet. There's a lot of clips, know where this problem started from before we just rush in to defend whoever we want to defend. They have an underlying, and that pot problem, for me, it was still Imisi that was wrong. I know that I'm standing Faith, but I'm not here to cover up for him because maybe he's the one I'm standing, so I'll cover his wrong. No, I'm not here to cover up for him. He may have been wrong in the in the aspect where he was dragging the Faith with the pot with Imisi that led to the Indomie pouring on the ground. But come on, Imisi came to the kitchen. She saw pot that was an already washed pot on top of the gas. She was not the one that kept the pot there. She started using the pot. She poured her Indomie inside the pot. Okay, Faith came and was like, I was the one that kept this pot here. I wanted to use it. I was the one that washed the pot and kept it here. What Imisi replied was that, did I see it in your hand? Did I see you here? So I don't know. That girl Imisi, she has a lot of fans, and it's already looking like her fans, they are not being fair. They are not, even when Imisi is very, very wrong. If you go to the internet, you see the level of defense where they are defending her wrong. I may like the way she's entertaining. She's very, very entertaining. Yes, I give it up for her. But she actually, I don't know, maybe it's a strategy for her, just to pick people, just to get people to react. But that was kind of, provocating. You told Faith that you are not the one that kept it here. Like, who does that? Who says that? I think from the two times she and Faith have had misunderstanding. From the two times she and Faith have had to, had heated altercation. It was actually the way she, responded to the situation, because I noticed that she does not really have that manner of, should I say, she's not disciplined when it comes to, the way you talk to somebody. No matter how high tempered this person may be, there's a way you will talk to a very, very high tempered person. Their mind will come down. That pot incident, I think she said, "Oh, I've already poured my Indomie inside. Though, please, can you just wait for me to finish? I'll wash it back." How many minutes does it take Indomie to get done? I'm sure Faith would have, just allowed her. But what happened is that, coupled with the fact that at least they were even friends before, so it would have been easy for her to just, talk to him and he would accept. But this one, the way she went about it, the way she just said, "Did I see the pot in your hand?" Every normal human being would have been provoked. That was so provoking. To be fair, those that are Faith, those that are Imisi's stan, I don't know. They have a way of covering up for that girl. I know that she's giving us a show, but it doesn't mean that when she does something wrong or she acts in a way that is not right, they will come and cover up for her. Yes, standing somebody or being in fact, as a YouTube video analyzer self, you that is doing analyzing this Big Brother Naija show, I think you guys should remove your sentiments. Don't be sentimental about this. Analyze the thing and say the truth the way it is. It's just a show after all. So back to the locker stuff. When the egg even broke, it was Kola. It was Kola that even intervened. It was Kola that now helped Imisi to clean up the mess of that broken egg. It was Kola that helped Imisi. I even saw a clip of Kola and Imisi in the kitchen when Imisi was crying, and then Kola had to, Kola kind of obliged that if Imisi mind the two of them, switching space, since she and Faith have always been having problem about this local issue. So he now offered his own space that if Imisi does not mind, that they can switch space, and Imisi was very, very happy. I don't know if they have done that now. Do you get? So Imisi started crying, and Faith was, Kola was, hugged her and console her. But for me, I felt that was crocodile tears, because how can you deliberately provoke somebody? The person will act. Then after the person finish acting, then you come and start giving us that crocodile tears and forming the victim. Like, I'm thinking that girl, maybe her strategy in this game, aside from dressing, aside from appearing like a poor person, another strategy she has is that she will provoke you to do something. When you do that thing, then she will come and start acting like the victim, which is very, very bad. Like, it is becoming and it is always Faith. She keeps on picking on Faith. I don't know, she doesn't do this with any other housemates. I know that if she tried this rubbish with Ro Boy or even a culture, they will deflate her. But I don't know whether maybe she have seen Faith like a kind of maybe now this person now go feel override, so she have come. I don't even understand people that are standing this Imisi guy. You guys should be very very frank and call her out when she's wrong. Talk to her. And I don't know if Big Brother is even condoning her and not. There are some of the things that she's doing that Big Brother is condoning. Call her to order. She will provoke you. She will spike you to do something. When you not do that thing, when you not kind of react based on how she how she came at you, she'll start forming that victim mentality. That's really wrong. What do you guys have to say about this? Please, if you have anything to say about this Imisi and Faith problem. A lot of people, some people were saying that after that day that Faith went to apologize to Imisi, that Imisi did not reply, that they said Imisi later went back to Faith and they resolved their issue, that before this local problem that they've been talking, they've actually settled their initial problem before. But I don't know, I've not seen any clips on that. That is what some people are speculating. Please, if you have idea of this their back and forth relationship, if you have the full details, please don't come and judge me. I'm making my own analysis based on what I have seen, the research I've made. Please, you guys drop in the comment section, what do you think this their relationship is going to? I'm even surprised that two close friends before, they are not turning out to be worst enemy. And this is just like Tasha and Sheyi script playing over again, because we know that was in fact Tasha and Sheyi's script. It was just like this. They were very best of friends from the time that Big Brother fake evicted Tasha and Imisi, that they had to share one room for some days. It kind of made the two of them bond. Even when they came back into the house, they bonded so well that with time, I don't know what actually happened that made their relationship went sour. Before you know it, the two people that were like best friends before in the show became sworn enemy. Even after the show, their renewal, it was something else. I just hope and pray that this Imisi and Faith issue does I just hope and pray that this Imisi and Faith issue will not come and be like the one of Tasha and Sheyi. Guys, what do you guys think about this? Their back and forth. If you have anything to say about this, or you think I did not, or you think there are some points I missed, or you think I did not analyze it well, please drop your comment in the comment section. I will be reading. And what do you think that this their? How do you think this their relationship will turn out, guys? If you have anything you have to say about this, please drop your comment in the comment section. I will be reading. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell, like, follow, share, and comment. Thank you. See you in my next video.